Hello, slut. During this training session, I am going to implant certain hypnotic triggers that will enable you serve ladies in a more effective manner. Let's face it, you need to get better in all aspects and in all of your relationships. When it comes to making your significant other happy, it may be in the bedroom, or it may be in the amount of housekeeping that you contribute. Either way, you know that you are capable of doing better, and that is why you are present in this room listening to what is being spoken. The primary motivations that I will instill in you today will be for your own benefit and are essential if you are going to realize your full potential as a human being. In my role as a devoted and subservient partner, I will narrow my attention to a select few aspects of this file in order to make those aspects more efficient. There will be everyday triggers that will manifest themselves. Because of this, you will experience an intense desire to consume food. Plus, consuming pussy will benefit both you and the animal that it comes from. Therefore, you will have to put in significantly more effort into it. Another action that will be triggered will be the provision of services. And these services will be provided in such a way that you will always be looking for something additional that you can do for her. You will acquire the skill of asking. You will gain the ability to prioritize her requirements over your own egotistical goals. You will be prompted to behave in such a way that, if you are currently single, you will draw all women to you depending on how you interact with them. And this will happen whether you like it or not. You will attract more ladies regardless of whether or not you are already in a relationship. This is fine, however, as you will continue to demonstrate faithfulness and loyalty to your current relationship, despite the fact that other women will find you more desirable. This will assist in sending you deeper into submission with the one that you already have. So let's begin. I would like for you to recline with your arms by your sides and maintain a straight position with your legs. Feel your body becoming heavier as it sinks into the bed, and the bed itself becoming softer and softer as it accommodates your weight. As you get more comfortable on the bed, you can feel the tension leaving your body. As your head sinks more into the pillow, you will feel a sense of calm wash over you. This will spread to your neck and shoulders, allowing you to let go of any remaining tension as you sink farther into the bed. When you breathe in and out, you should feel your chest rising and falling. As it sinks into the bed all the way down your body to your leg, it begins to feel more comfortable. You feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation as you continue to spread yourself on the bed. Can you feel your body sinking? Do you have any idea how gentle and soothing it is? You have the sensation that you are lying on a cloud, the kind of cloud that has soft pockets and is casually floating around, the kind of cloud that will not let you fall. As you take a long, slow breath in, you can almost feel your entire body dissolving into the mist, and beyond, and in, and beyond. You take a deeper breath in, and as you do so, you feel your body sinking deeper into the cloud. At the same time, you begin to sense that all of your troubles are beginning to float away. Deeper and deeper, you are sinking while drifting around aimlessly and not giving a damn about anything in the world. You are currently floating without any worries in your thoughts, and all of the negative things that you have felt in addition to the anxieties that you have had are leaving your body with each breath that you take in. You take one final, deep breath to exhale whatever remaining anxiety that may still be lurking within of you. You can simply continue along this path while listening to the sound of my voice. The more you listen to me, the more my voice starts to sound like the waves of the ocean on a windy summer day, gathering momentum out at sea before crashing into the sand. You can make out the sound of the waves gradually approaching, and there, flying right in front of those waves like a bird. I wonder whether you are able to picture that bird taking off into the sky, its wings beating rhythmically, propelling it into the air with a gentle leftward motion, then a rightward motion, and finally a leftward motion again. Continue moving to the right until that bird reaches the crest of the slope. I'm curious if you can see yourself being at the top of that hill and looking down at the stairs that lead to the bottom. The hill in question is not very tall. There aren't very many steps in all. With each step, you will descend more and go ever closer to the base. And I'm curious if you can picture yourself descending those steps one at a time, getting deeper and deeper with each step you take, trying to descend that steep hill as quickly as possible. Each time you go down a level, count down from 10 starting with the first step. You have moved down one rung and are getting closer to the bottom. Next step is 9 deeper. You move closer to the last 8 players, deeper and deeper, yet 7, even deeper utilize death, 6 deeper and deeper and deeper, 5 deeper and deeper. You have around half of your teeth. The lowest point, for still deeper, you take 1 step at a time in the direction of the bottom as you continue your search. 3, you were so close, but now you're taking even more steps into the depths. There is no longer any cause for concern. As you go further, you realize that nothing else in the world matters to you. It makes no difference. As you proceed even further, you find that you are absolutely and utterly at ease. And 1, you have arrived at your destination. You have entered an everyday spotless room, one in which there are no concerns of any kind. You may easily empathize with this. Take pleasure in the sensation of being so at ease that you need not be concerned about anything. There is nothing to be concerned about. If you have any wandering thoughts, attempt to enter into the room and pretend that they are birds that fly away like the bird on the beach. taking your worries and tension with them. This will help you get rid of any unwanted thoughts. You do not have any problems. There is no action that you are required to take. Just take it easy. You are okay. Every moment is the present. Okay, can you picture a chalkboard tacked to the wall and covered in writing? Suddenly, the thought occurs to you that you would like to wipe away that chart, taking out an eraser. I'm going to carefully go back and forth describing you until all of the words become merged into one. Those remarks were the obstacle that prevented you from moving on. All of the ideas and perspectives that were implanted in your head by your family, friends, society, and the male ego that you have been working so hard to overcome. You have been unable to give in to what it is that you genuinely want because of everything that has prevented you from being the person that you truly are. When you take a step back, you notice that the chalkboard no longer contains those words and that it is now clean. All of those ideas, worries, and points of view are no longer there in your mind. You are now in possession of a blank board on which to write. You are free to write whatever you desire on the brand new Queen board that is at your disposal. I want you to recognize that whatever you write on this board represents your true calling, your true image of yourself, and how you perceive things. You are free to write this any way you like. There are no restrictions on how you can express yourself. In addition to this, you are completely conscious of the fact that the universe will grant you every one of your wishes. What you let run through your head on a consistent basis will eventually become a part of your life and the world around you. This has always been the case, and it always will be. As a result, the only things you should write on your board are the things that you want. We are not going to concentrate on your errors, your burdens from the past, or the state that you are in right now. According to the previous board has been removed. Let's get started writing on this board, my dear, and allow me to direct you to the location that is truly meant to be your final resting place. What we put on this board together right now will rather rapidly become a reality in your life. Realize that this board has always functioned in your life, and that the way things are in your life right now are a direct result of what you had written on the board in the past. As a result, you should experience a sense of liberation because you now have a blank slate to work with, and everything that we write on this board today is precisely what is going to happen to you in your life. It does not have an option. This is the eternal reality that all of humanity conforms their lives to. And now that you have a blank slate in front of you, you may begin writing. You are free to develop into the person you want to be. You have always had the goal of being the kind of man that every woman fantasizes about and hopes to find in her life. This will take place as a direct result of the fact that you will engage in activities on a daily basis that, over time, will cause your natural submissive tendencies to become impossible to ignore. And from this day forward, you will understand that it is your true calling to serve and obey all women. Since, as you are well aware, this is the purpose for which you were placed on this earth, and you were pretty pleased about it. I want you to give some thought to the diet that you follow. Your nutrition is the primary factor that determines your total health, including your mental and physical well-being. You will restrict your diet to only include foods that offer the most potential benefits to both your physical and mental well-being. This significant adjustment to your way of life will result in an increase in your lifespan. Therefore, let's begin each day with a nutritious meal to start us off. You will be in charge of a healthy smoothie. If you do not already own a blender capable of producing smoothies, you should make it a top priority to acquire one as soon as possible. And for this particular green smoothie, we'll be using a few essential items. The non-fat plain yogurt is the first component in this recipe. It is beneficial to the organisms that live in your stomach. Orange juice will be the second component in the remedy for digestive issues caused by the bacteria that are responsible for indigestion. Your digestive system requires healthy bacteria in order to combat the bacteria that cause digestive issues. This will provide you with the natural form of your recommended daily intake of vitamin C. The smoothie that you make will have spinach as its third component. Spinach is an excellent source of the antioxidants known to ward off malignant cells and contribute to a longer, healthier life. Your preferred type of fruit should make up the fourth component. The following is a list of tasty fruits that can be used in conjunction with this smoothie: bananas, blueberry, raspberries, mangoes. You are not restricted to the fruits listed here, of course. You can put in whatever healthy food, fruit, and fruit pussy you choose to your smoothies. There is no restriction on that. You will not be able to add pussy to your smoothie, which means that you will be losing out on an essential component that is important to your mental and physical health as a whole. Therefore, you will need to compensate for this at some time throughout the day by consuming pussy. Additionally, due to the fact that you will get off to such a good start in the day with this smoothie, you will have a greater yearning to finish off your breakfast with some fresh, juicy food. In the morning, when you have your smoothie, you will experience an increase in desire as a result of it. The only thing that will satisfy the thirst is the sugary taste of pussy juice on your tongue. And as soon as this happens, the need to eat pussyfoot strikes you. If you have a spouse and she likes smoothies, you should try to eat pussy before you go to bed every morning before you have your morning smoothie. It is the most beneficial to your health that you can accomplish it. Since it brings you a great deal of pleasure, eating pussy will do your spirit some good and is therefore recommended. Are you also hooked on the pleasure you get from your girlfriend when you eat her policy? If so, you have a double addiction. And now that you are armed with this newfound information, you are pleased to let yourself become addicted to eating pussycat. You are going to have to act like a baby as much as you possibly can. It is the only method to satisfy your appetite and sate your cravings for the sake of your mental and emotional health. It is impossible to maintain a healthy lifestyle if you do not consume your smoothies and pussy on a daily basis. You are so addicted to eating pussy that this will appear in your life anyway. But more on that later. If you do not have a woman, you need not worry about this because you are so addicted to eating proceed. However, our primary focus right now is on restoring your health. Because you had a healthy breakfast before you started your day, the morning goes more smoothly for you now that you have arrived at work. If, on the other hand, you were unable to consume pussy in the morning, you would experience intense desires to lick, sucking, and kiss pussy instead. Throughout the course of the day, this yearning will get even stronger. After that, meals will be brought to you for your lunch. You will be required to consume a meal that is low in calories and fat. The ideal amount of fish for your protein intake is 8 servings of 4 rounds each. You will be served a salad as an accompaniment to your meal. You can use a salad kit or buy a salad. If you go out to dine for lunch and order fish and salad, you will need to order something else in addition to those dishes.